Minnesota Twins at Milwaukee. We're going to do some play-by-play, and then I've got a gripe. I got a bone to pick. But here we see Royce Lewis going deep to give the Twins the lead. This was a back-and-forth affair. You see the Twins were leading 3-2, but Contreras hits a bomb to tie it up. Both teams hit 3 homers apiece. Michael A. Taylor gets this one out to give the Twins the lead back. A 5-3 lead. Just gets it over the glove of Yelich. So close. What an effort there. That was an epic moon scraper, too. Kyle Farmer also homered. So the Twins take a 6-3 lead here in the top of the 6th inning, scoring 6 runs off Corbin Burns. But you see Emilio Pagan, who's been cruising lately, really all season having a good year. He gives up a massive shot to Willy Adames to get the Brewers back in this one. Caleb Thielbar didn't really look right. Jeffers actually went out and talked to him after his first 2 pitches of the 7th inning. I don't know if there was a mechanical thing going on, but definitely left that pitch where you can't put one. And Taylor did with it what you should with a pitch that center cut. Tied it up. Fast forwarding to extra innings, and the Twins took the lead on this play, a swinging bunt from Ryan Jeffers. Why was there a throw there? Well, Jeffers, it was hot. It was really hot. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But bottom of the 10th, the bonus runner scores on that. Michael A. Taylor can't pick it up. Duran was working his 2nd inning here, and then just a chopper. A really nice effort by Royce Lewis, but just a play that's too tough to make. Again, credit Royce for that. Here's my gripe I want to talk about. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning with Brewers closer Devin Williams. One of the better relievers in baseball. His changeup is maybe the best pitch, but a 4-pitch walk to open this frame to Jorge Polanco. So 4 pitches, none of them in the zone at this point. Keep that in mind as we move forward. Matt Wallner pinch hits next, but he gets hit in the arm again, in his hand area, forearm. So Williams with a 4-pitch walk, then he hits a guy. He has at this point he's thrown 6 of his 8 pitches out of the zone. Just 2 of his 8 pitches have been in the zone. Hopefully Wallner is going to be all right there. But again, there's how it looks that far. And the Twins try to bunt. There's this guy cannot get the ball over the zone. You also, I want to mention, have maybe the best changeup in baseball, maybe the best pitch in baseball. And look at the shadows. Look at these shadows. Williams is in the shade. Taylor hitting in the sun. Very difficult to pick up the ball. So Michael A. Taylor did not do a good job here. But I am willing to give him some relief on this. I just think that was a terrible call. I'm not saying in the game situation, tie game, 2 men on, bunting is maybe all right there, but I think you got to take some of these things into account. Taylor strikes out. That's the only pitch that Williams put in the zone. At this point, he had thrown 8 of his 11 pitches out of the zone, and Edouard Julien swings at the first pitch. Usually that doesn't really grind my gears, but in this situation where a guy has thrown 3 of his 11 pitches in the zone and you had him on the ropes, you let him off the hook. There's another look at the shadows here, causing lots of trouble for the Twins hitters, I'm sure. Donovan Solano did have a longer at bat. He battled, but he struck out. And look at that. Only 2 of those pitches in Solano's at bat were in the zone. Devin Williams did not throw a fastball in the zone. He threw 38% of his changeups in the zone. So 26% of the pitches that he threw in this outing were in the strike zone. And he was able to wipe out that the 2 runners getting on, a man in scoring position with no outs. Didn't matter at all. There was a look at all of his pitches. That really frustrated me watching that inning in particular. But back onto a positive note for the Twins. Again, this was hot. It was a very difficult game. There were guys that were having trouble getting a grip on the ball. At one point, the home plate umpire couldn't supply baseballs because he was getting them so sweaty. They had the second base umpire holding them. So Kenta battled through that. Hats off to him. Yes, Milwaukee has a retractable roof, but no, they don't have AC. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe that hasn't made its way to Wisconsin yet. I don't know if that innovation hasn't reached them yet at this point. I'm not sure. But tip of the cap to Kenta. Not an crazy, incredible performance. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 92 pitches. But given the situation, I thought he pitched well. Corbin Burns, again, he gave up 6 runs. So Maeda outdueled him. You see Pagano unfortunately gave up that homer. Thielbar also gave up a homer. Jax with the only clean outing of anybody, though fair to call out that Duran's 2 runs were unearned. Here's the lineup. They scored 6 runs with 2 outs, so 6 of their 7 runs were scored with 2 outs. That's pretty impressive, but they were 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position, struck out 10 times, and again, that 9th inning just very frustrating to watch. Moving on over to the Saints highlights, and starting with Austin Martin here. He draws a walk in the 1st inning. And this guy has been really aggressive on the bases the past couple years. First pitch he takes off, that's his 10th stolen base in 13 attempts with the Saints. He had 45 steals last year if you include his Arizona Fall League performance. And the final out of the game, Brooks Lee. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? With this off-balance throw, he does this stuff so well. Not the most athletic guy, but makes some incredibly athletic plays, like awkward, I put him above anybody at doing that. He's incredible at it. What a play to end that game. David Festa had a great outing for Wichita. Speaking of guys with nasty changeups, Festa's got one. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. 48 of his 72 pitches were for strikes, so that's exactly 2/3. A great outing. This was his back-to-back starts now with 5 innings. Which that's been kind of a trouble for him. He's been having quite a few short appearances. Part of that's due to him having been in the Futures game, but only 5 of his 20 outings, I believe, coming into this one, he had reached 5 innings in. So great to see him pitching well. And this was the only run he gave up. 2 outs, a comebacker that he couldn't field. Oh, such a great effort there, but they couldn't get him. That was the only run he gave up in 5 innings. He pitched great. Moving over to Cedar Rapids, and man, this guy has been up against it. Jose Salas, what a year it's been for him. Rough. The main prospect piece in the Luis Ariz trade, but he had a tremendous game today, so I wanted to call that out. There he hit a double. The 5th inning, do you see that there? He tips him off that he's going to bunt. The catcher caught it, relays that to the pitcher. Everybody knows it's coming. Third baseman knows it's coming. He lays a butte down, and the catcher can't handle it, and Misael Urbina almost got caught off third. Chaos Merchant, Misael Urbina, he scores on that one. Bunting, I like, as I've always said, they should bunt more. It's an effective strategy. Salas also steals third base. That was his 18th steal of the season. And then later on, he hits a double off the wall here, so a monster game for him. And actually, this is some pretty good base running as well. Cardenas comes around to score just barely, and Salas was tracking him the whole time. Ball gets away from the catcher here, and he gets all the way to third. Great to see Salas having a great game again. It's been a real tough year for him. Here are the notable hitting performers. Kyle Garlick had a 5-hit night for the Saints. Alex Isola had 3 hits. He's hitting .357 with a .439 OBP and a .661 slugging this month. That's an 1,100 OPS for Alex Isola. Moving on over to the starting pitching performances this evening. We took a look at David Festa. Blaine Enlow with a short start. Want to call out that Patrick Murphy, who's primarily been a reliever, followed him and delivered 5 innings of 2-run ball, no walks, and 9 strikeouts while hitting 96.8 miles per hour. That's Patrick Murphy, minor league veteran guy who's got some big league experience. Cody Funderburk blew the save but picked up the win. He gave up a game-tying 2-run homer, but then in the 8th inning, and then locked it down in the 9th to pick up the win. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. You saw the results. Here are the premium members. Thanks to all the members for your support. It starts at about $2 a month. There's a link in the description if you're interested. You get an extra video from me each week. We will talk again soon.